Caesar's final 24 hours. 60 men. One scroll he never opened. One wife he didn't listen to. By early afternoon, the most powerful man on earth was dead on the floor of a theater. March 14th, 44 BCE. One day before the Ides of March. Julius Caesar wakes in Rome as the most powerful man alive. He has crossed the Rubicon. He has crushed Pompey. He has been named dictator for life. No king in Rome's history has ever held this much power. And Caesar has done it without ever wearing a crown. He does not know he has less than 24 hours to live. His morning is quiet. No Senate session, no public ceremony, just paperwork, a few advisors, and preparations for a war that will never happen. In 3 days, he is set to march east, toward Parthia, the empire that humiliated Rome a generation earlier. Some senators are relieved he is leaving. Others believe he will never stop conquering until there is nothing left to conquer. At midday, Mark Antony arrives. Caesar's most trusted general, his closest ally, a man who would burn Rome down for him without asking why. They talk logistics, supply routes, troop numbers, nothing unusual, nothing that hints at what is coming. By afternoon, Caesar is at a private dinner hosted by Lepidus. Wine, laughter, senators reclining at the table, some of whom are already carrying daggers hidden beneath their togas, though no one at the table knows that yet. Someone asks a question that will echo through history. What is the best kind of death? Caesar answers without hesitation. Sudden, unexpected. The room laughs. The conversation moves on. Nobody thinks anything of it. Tomorrow, it will sound like prophecy. That night, his wife Calpurnia cannot sleep. She dreams Caesar is bleeding out in her arms. She dreams the roof of their home is collapsing. She wakes crying his name. At the same hour, a soothsayer named Sporina, a man who weeks earlier told Caesar to beware the Ides of March, finds him again. He repeats the warning. Danger is close. It will come from someone Caesar trusts. It will happen in public. It will be fast. Caesar has heard this before. Nothing happened last time. He waves it off. Then, the day before the Ides, a bird flies into the hall of Pompey carrying a sprig of laurel. Larger birds tear it apart before it can land. People call it an omen. Caesar calls it nonsense. Across the city, in a locked room, more than 60 senators are finalizing what they will do in the morning. They call themselves the Liberators. They believe killing one man will save a republic. History will prove them catastrophically wrong, but tonight they only know one thing. It has to happen tomorrow. It has to happen in the Senate. It has to be daggers, not poison, because poison can be hidden, and this cannot be hidden. This has to be seen. The plan is set. The location is chosen. The Theatre of Pompey, where the Senate is meeting while its usual building is under repair. 12 hours remain. March 15th. The Ides of March. Dawn breaks, and Calpurnia has not slept at all. She begs Caesar not to go. Not Senate business, not politics, just fear, raw and specific, from a woman who has never begged him for anything before. And for 1 hour, Caesar listens. He sends word to the Senate. The meeting is postponed. Personal reasons, he says, nothing more. This is the moment history almost changes. If the message stands, the conspirators lose their only window. Caesar leaves for Parthia in 2 days. There will be no second chance. The conspirators panic. They sent Decimus Brutus, a general Caesar trusts like a brother, to fix what Calpurnia has undone. Decimus does not argue with fear. He goes straight for pride. He tells Caesar the Senate is prepared to name him king of every province outside Italy itself, a title no Roman has held. He tells him that if he does not show up, the senators will feel insulted. Worse, they will whisper that the great Caesar is hiding at home because his wife had a bad dream. That line lands harder than any dagger will. Caesar stands up, gets dressed, walks out the door. He does not know it, but he has just made the last decision of his life. Everyone in that theater already knew he was going to die today. He was the only one who didn't. 11 hours remain, and Rome is about to spend every one of them closing in around him. He leaves the Domus Publica surrounded by a small group of attendants. No armed guard, no soldiers, just ceremonial escorts and the crowd that always gathers to watch him pass. Along the route, he sees Spurinna again, the same soothsayer who warned him weeks ago. Caesar smiles and calls out that the Ides of March have come, and nothing has happened. Spurinna's answer is calm and final. They have come. They have not yet passed. Artemidorus pushes through the crowd and hands Caesar the scroll himself, unlike the routine petitions Caesar normally passes off to attendants. "Read this now," he says. "It concerns your life." Caesar tries. The crowd won't let up. He carries it into the Senate still in his own hand, still sealed. More than 60 men have joined the plot against him, a number that will outlive the man himself. How many are armed under their togas in that specific hall? No ancient source says with precision. Assume several, not an exact headcount. Then one senator steps forward with a document. It is not real business. It is the signal. As Caesar reads it, the men around him begin to close the distance, one step at a time, until there is no room left to move. A senator named Tullius Cimber grabs Caesar's toga and yanks it down off his shoulders. That is the moment. Casca strikes first, a glancing blow to the neck. Caesar spins and grabs his arm, shouting in Latin, demanding to know what this means. For a few seconds, he actually fights back, stabbing at his attackers with the only weapon he has, a metal stylus meant for writing. It does not matter. There are too many hands and too many blades. 23 wounds land across his arms, his chest, his legs. Many are shallow, almost hesitant, because most of these men want to share the guilt without being the one who actually kills him. Caesar staggers. Blood soaks through his toga. He is still trying to protect himself when he sees a face he never expected among the attackers. Marcus Brutus, the senator he mentored, the man some in Rome whispered was his own son. The one person Caesar never thought would raise a blade against him. He stops fighting. Some accounts say he spoke 2 words in Greek. "You too, child." Others say he said nothing at all and simply pulled his toga over his head so no one would see his face at the end. He falls at the base of a statue of Pompey, the man he once called an ally and later destroyed in war. History does not often hand out irony this clean, but it did that day. The attack lasts less than 2 minutes. 60 men. 1 body. A silence in the room so complete that even the men who planned this cannot quite believe it is finally done. They think they have saved the Republic. They are wrong in a way that will haunt every one of them personally. Within hours, Rome descends into chaos. Mark Antony seizes Caesar's papers and his fortune. Octavian, Caesar's teenage heir, begins a rise to power that no one in that room could have predicted. Civil war follows. One by one, almost every conspirator in that hall is hunted down and killed within 2 years. The Republic they killed a man to protect does not survive him. It dies with him, and something far larger rises in its place, an empire, built on the memory of the man they thought they had erased. They did not save Rome that day. They ended it and began the next one.